Little status check, because we can actually see. Yeah, you can see
around me. Put your glasses on and just look at this. It is beyond the Pac-Man. You can almost look like the sun is now the crescent of a moon. So we've seen between clouds here some of the most beautiful visions already. I love this part of nature. I love.
Oh yeah, we're doing this. I'm doing a reaction to the 2017 live stream coverage of the solar eclipse. Yeah, we are watching the solar eclipse on the computer because I can't watch it outside because I have no glasses, first of all, and second of all, I'm not going to really see that much because I'm not in the total solar eclipse, so whoa, so exciting. But I will be able to see a total solar eclipse the next time we have one, which is 2024, I believe, which is going to be going right through my town. It's going to be right through it. It's going to be perfect. I'm going to get sunglasses like 3 years ahead because it's going to be sold out like beforehand. So, yes, we are going to do a reaction to the solar eclipse. Now, I've seen pictures of it, but I haven't seen the eclipse, I should say. And since it's not going to be in person, I'm going to assume it's going to be just as well good. It's gonna be still rewarding.
This part of science.
So let's go to what live.
We have seen a drop already here, and we haven't even gotten to totality yet. 97. Well, it might feel like 10 degrees, but it's actually been 3 so far. But we will see up to 10 to 12 degrees in some of these places, depending on how dry the air is. So, David, what a beautiful sight to already begin to take in, and I cannot wait. Just a couple of minutes left until totality here in Nashville, Tennessee, right in the path, the biggest city. It's not going to happen here, guys, for another 500 years, so we better get this in.
Get it
right?
while we can.
Get it while we can. The party is on, David.
This has been ground zero. This has been, I should say, the capital, as you've been saying, for very good reason. 2 minutes and 40 seconds, the longest period of totality that anywhere in the country is supposed to see. You got 15,000 of your friends you've invited to a party, and then they don't exactly get to see the show. Now, there are still, it's going to get dark here, and they'll get that experience, but to be able to look up at the sun and to get that experience, well, folks are getting a little nervous here that they might not get that. Again, you see a little break in the clouds, that blue that you see. Meteorologist, a friend of mine over at the Weather Channel, Reynolds Wolf, said if that moves up a little bit, we might get a couple of minutes or maybe a few seconds. But right now, David, we're a little nervous about it. I want to bring in Lucianne, we've been talking to here. Come back in.
Nothing exciting so far.
And the reason I want to bring her in, she said something to me a moment ago that really kind of startled me, but she wanted to know, is it okay to go crazy and just scream? Because right now, this is kind of disappointing.
We have this cloud just teasing us. There is like a tiny little gap. Oh my God, I can see it. Look.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Right,
you can see the sun. The crowd just goes wild when they see the sun.
Tiny little sliver of the sun left. We are just moments away from totality. This is an incredible sight. And
let's see the eclipse.
Yeah, I don't have to count down necessarily when it's
Oh.
supposed to be the total eclipse here, but we haven't. It's starting to get a little dark. It's starting to feel a little different in the stadium here, and we're starting to get that experience. Let's put the back on here because we are getting that.
Look at it.
And again, David, we're hearing the crowd get so excited because they know, they absolutely know this might be their only shot at it. They came here because this is supposed to be the longest stretch of time that we're going to get totality in the country, David, in the country. People came here from thousands of miles around.
And it's getting incredibly dark right now. We're getting a huge change in the light, and that little sliver is going away.
It is, David. If you guys can see this, and they're instructing us in the control room to put your glasses on. But right now we have a pretty obstructed view of the sun right now. It's barely peeking through one little gap, but it's still pretty much covered by clouds.
So
and frankly, I have these glasses on.
Look how dark it's getting.
I cannot see a thing up there. We are hitting that moment of totality, so even if you can't see the sun being blocked out right now, we're experiencing
Look how dark it's getting.
all around us. Go ahead, my photographer here, he can show you this.
Oh my God.
We got 15,000 people gathered.
Everyone's pointing out their phones.
And they're feeling these effects all around. This cool moment, we just turned to night, right? And people are taking this in. A lot of people do have the cameras out. A lot of people don't have them up at all and just are kind of in awe of the moment. And I said this earlier on Twitter. When this started, this ceased being a work assignment. You just become a kid again. You feel like you're in 3rd, 4th grade science class once again, studying. So all around us, darkness has fallen. Without question. but
Hey,
people
TJ.
are unfortunately not getting the experience of having these glasses on. Go ahead, my man.
You know, we talked about this earlier.
Wow.
We mentioned the areas in America where your mind is going to be blown and where your heart could be broken by whatever the weather system is above you. I got to tell you, you got a minute 48 seconds left of max totality there in Carbondale. And as folks at home are sort of feeling this moment with everybody in that stadium just hoping for the cloud to pass because you see huge chunks of blue sky above you. So we're with you on this. I should mention for people watching our coverage right now is that this city is one of the very few cities in the path of totality just a few years from now in 2024. TJ had mentioned this earlier. It's sort of a rare thing. You know, the next path, TJ, it's going to be from the south in Texas, coming across from Mexico into Texas and straight up to the northeast, almost the opposite of the diagonal we're seeing this time.
I'm going to be up in the northeast.
Well, David, I don't know if that was meant to comfort us here necessarily, but yeah, we got 7 years. You tell me I got to wait 7 years, then I can come back here and try it again.
7 years.
Essentially. But that's what we have in this moment. This was such a build-up, and I'm telling you, yeah, you know, you've been covering and you've been talking about this all day, and just what everybody put into this was essentially a once-in-a-lifetime event.
I can start drinking.
Here in Carbondale, it's a once-in-a-7-year event. So if there was any place that wasn't necessarily going to see it and was going to get cloud cover, maybe it's this place, and maybe they'll come back again in 7 years.
That spot.
But right now, you can't tell that there's disappointment. All right, there we go. If you can, David, we're starting to get a little break in the cloud. And if you can't update me about the clock, we might be under 30 seconds left of totality. But we got a cloud that's really messing with us right now, David.
Oh, we feel your pain there. 18 seconds left. If anything changes, TJ, we'll come right back to you.
You can see it.
As you mentioned,
10 seconds.
Any place they can handle the clouds.
Oh my God, look at that.
There it is.
Indecisive weather. Oh, you can see it. You can see a little sliver. Look, with 5 seconds left.
Oh my God.
That's the gift to Carbondale, Illinois.
That is so
Look at
cool.
that.
It was through a cloud, but it was even
Just
cooler looking at it through a cloud.
Just before it ended.
The next one's Kentucky.
What an extraordinary gift right there in the last final few seconds for the weekend. You know, it's known, this particular place in Kentucky, because of something that happened back in 1955 on this very day. Clayton, I can see the bright sunshine that actually portends an excellent moment on the way of totality. If you can see the sun, you're about to see nighttime, hopefully.
That's right. It is rapidly getting darker here, David, as we approach totality. And you're right. This eclipse happens on the 62nd anniversary of what many believe was an alien encounter just a few hundred yards from here, which is why we have a few little green men and some big green men here to join us here today. You know, this has been such a celebratory mood here, really a nationwide block party. People have been coming from all over the Hopkinsville, Kelly area. People have come from 47 states and 20 countries. Even from Africa, there are visitors here. We met a couple from we met a couple from Sweden. It is now getting much darker here.
20 seconds.
And I'm going to step out of the way and put on my glasses for a second. Just a tiny sliver of the sun left here, David.
Just a tiny sliver.
And we
Clayton, you've got 14 seconds.
It's gonna get pitch black there in a sec.
Clayton, you keep your eye to the sky there with your glasses. You've got 2 seconds to totality. And just look at the reaction in Kelly, Kentucky.
There we go.
Wow.
The length of their totality is about
Absolutely incredible.
2 minutes, 30 seconds to the end of their totality. You can see everybody with their phones there.
This for a very long time. 10 years in Hopkinsville, and I want to talk to Angela, who's here from college in New York, and you have been planning for a long time.
Yes, my friend Mary and I, we've been planning since we were like 10 to come here.
10 years old you have been planning this, and you're 20 years old now, so you've been planning this for a decade.
A long time.
The sun's corona, the brightest star in the Leo constellation, and as he just mentioned, Venus in the middle of the day in Kelly, Kentucky. And, you know, he can't see this, nor can the little green monsters who dress. But we can. They've got about 8 seconds left, and keep your eyes on that image to the left of your screen.
Holy crap!
As we watch nighttime turn back into daytime in Kelly, Kentucky. This is also one of the clearest moments we've seen since we came on the air about an hour and a half ago.
Nashville just got
The weather has been extraordinarily clear. We had a few high clouds, but otherwise crystal clear blue skies. The temperature dropped about 8 degrees here since earlier in the day.
Just 8. It's still pretty impressive.
All right, Clayton, I want to thank you. I see that some of the green monsters have reappeared.
They have, and also if I can have the crowd part here, guys, we can show you behind. We've got a little spacecraft that has landed here in Kelly.
Oh, spacecraft. I love it. Clayton, we're going to come back to you in just a second because I can't miss Ginger Z in Nashville. Ginger's been waiting for this all afternoon, and it's approaching, isn't it, Ginger? 1 minute, 10 seconds to go.
It is so close. It is so close, David. And here we are on top of Tootsie's rooftop. There is a cloud that is just above us right now.
Oh,
but I gotta
that
show you,
sucks.
everybody has poured out of the honky-tonks, and they are standing in the street ready for the moment of their life. We really
What I'm
so
impressed is that you can see all the lights on the streets. It just comes on.
We're playing
They got so dark.
like TJ was. I loved hearing all
these
of
are the other
coverage.
people
I loved
we saw
seeing
before.
it. Gareth, we've been watching everybody else. You came all the way from...
Came all the way from the UK, Hereford in England, to come and see this event.
And we are moments
from
away,
the
and that
UK.
cloud is just so close.
It's amazing. I dragged my missus Rose all the way, over 4,000 miles to come and see this.
And what are you
my
feeling
God.
Right now? How are you feeling right now?
Amazing. It's like, I can't believe it.
It's a religious experience.
It is. And it feels as if it's gone to nighttime. It feels very good because it's cooled down considerably.
Now it's like the temperature in England. It's like being back home.
But we are so close. I'm telling you, David, this image above us is not yet stunning because it is almost heartbreaking at this point. But guys, we still
we're
have
going
time.
to the
We've got
last
just a couple of
city.
seconds. Even we can
Everyone's
see
on the roof
crepuscular
looking at
rays
it.
coming through. You see those angelic rays coming through those clouds. The temperature has dropped already.
Millions and
7
millions of
degrees,
people are
just with
looking
the
at the
clouds
sun
being
right
that
now.
is passing.
Moon.
Even
sun.
if we didn't see that full image here in Nashville, it was still such a gorgeous moment. And it's almost like we're at sunrise again, right here. Right? Doesn't it? It's as if we passed an entire day. That was a quick day, everybody. That was fast. All right, let's head back into
Ginger Z in Nashville. Ginger, our thanks to you, Ginger. You know, we might be up against the same challenge here.
Last city.
I'm going to look up right
Last
now.
big city.
I can't see a thing in front of me. But I can see up to the sky, and I have to tell you, for the first
Wow.
time
Looks
in
like
about an hour, we can't see anything through the clouds. So we might be faced with the same sort of moment that Ginger had. But, you know, you saw what happened with TJ. You had that entire stadium filled in Carbondale, Illinois, which is actually going to see another total solar eclipse in 2024. They're one of the rarities that are going to see this in just a couple of years. And then the sun came out at the very last second. They were able to see totality. So when we come back here, only one more state to go to view a total eclipse. South Carolina, here we come.
So this guy's right here is actually what I did. Well, what I actually did is that I got this cardboard box and I put a little pinhole in it. And what you can do is you see this light, and this light is supposed to represent the sun. And you see a little dark shadow, which is supposed to represent the moon going in front of the sun, making it look like it's the solar eclipse, which makes it look so cool. And what you need is that's all you need. You really don't need sunglasses, but since where I'm located, I'm not going to get the full solar eclipse. But that is about as much as I'm going to get. So, yeah, that is what we're about to see. So you're actually, when I'm actually editing this right now. And I wasn't talking while I was recording it with the webcam, or the face cam, or the camera. So, hi, past me. Don't question my life. Bye. Okay. I went outside and made a little box thing, put a little hole in it, just to see if that theory actually works, and you can see some of the moon covering up the sun. That's just where I live, so I'm not going to get a total solar eclipse, but in 7 years I will get a total solar eclipse. But let's go back to this thing.
American eclipse.
Okay.
We are in complete totality. Everyone is taking off their
there's the
glasses
president.
right now. You can see a lot of kids yelling and screaming.
Oh
They're
my
very
God.
excited as we reach the full totality here.
It's in totality right now.
Columbia, South
Perfect.
Carolina. The totality is expected to last
2 minutes and 30 seconds, and we are just taking this all in, basking in
It's
this
so
right now.
dark.
What a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all of
Trump
the
doesn't
people
look
that
impressed.
are here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh my God, look.
Traveled from
Move
all
your
over
arm.
the country
Oh my
and
God,
frankly
he's-
all over the world for this amazing and incredible sight.
Wow.
Rachel, we can tell you you've got a minute 55 seconds left of max totality there in Columbia, South Carolina. You can see it on your screen right there. They're all gathered in the stadium. It's gone dark there. So many children and families gathered. And, you know, we should mention that Columbia, South Carolina is one of 5 state capitals. This is so rare. This is why this is one of the most tweeted, they say probably the most viewed natural wonder ever when it comes to these solar eclipses, because of the number of populated cities that were in the path of this total solar eclipse in America. You know, you've got Columbia, South Carolina, Nashville, Jefferson City, Missouri. You had Salem, Oregon, Lincoln, Nebraska, all these state capitals that were right in the path. And look, it is pitch black right now.
Oh my God, look at it. It looks like an eyeball.
South
It looks like an eyeball.
As we look at the pictures, you can see the corona around the sun there. Rachel's smile as well. I want to bring in on the phone, as we're looking at these pictures, Bonnie Tyler, because last I checked, Bonnie, your song from the 1980s was the #1 song right now on iTunes. Did you ever think that was about to happen again?
Well, that doesn't. Well, you know, just a couple of weeks ago, it hit the 300 million mark.
No, you're gonna give me copyright. Stop talking. Okay. So that is the Great American Eclipse. I'm not continuing this. This is gonna give me copyright. So, oh my God, that is impressive. Well, guys, my camera's about to die, and I just want to say that I hope you really did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you crush that like button, subscribe, because you're gonna see some great content on this channel. Like, you're gonna see random things like this. You're gonna see games. You're gonna see challenges. You're gonna see some tutorials. But wow. Oh my God, looking at that little box thing, that was really cool. I wanted to see if it worked. What makes it work is that you have a box and you shining light through it, and on a normal day it just looks like you're looking in the light. That is technically, you have to think of it as the sun, and when the moon comes, you're seeing the light, which is technically the sun, disappearing, making it look like you're looking at an eclipse. So I'll see you guys in another video. Make sure you check out these other videos, because if you're new, I want you to enjoy this channel. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.